Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Maskmare here, and welcome in for episode 3 for Mouse PI for Hire. And also, guys, one thing I did want to kind of address, starting us off with the stream, is I don't know exactly how long this issue was going on, but I did notice that there was a bit of an echo going on, with my previous streams. I noticed it prominently with this one, because a few months back, I felt like I finally got around to that one issue that some of you who've been regulars on my channel may have known about, which is that I was having this whole problem with my when I was doing console gaming, with my Switch and my PS5, the audio would desync, and I thought I had that fixed, which I actually did. But then I noticed there was another issue going on that I don't know how far back it's been, because I noticed it prominently with this, where the the audio was echoing. So it's it was still in sync, and but it's just it had an echo to it. And I think a lot of it's because I have a separate audio input for my console games. That's pretty much how I solved the whole issue before. There was a whole nother way I had it set up previously, as far as the capture card, where it was the capture card video and audio were in the same thing. For some reason it was desyncing, but I'd set up its own separate audio source just solely for the capture card, and just muted the video source, and it seemed like it fixed the issue. But my XLR setup for some reason was kind of doubling it up, because it was capturing all the audio from my desktop, from the mic to my gameplay and everything. So hopefully it's fixed. At least I'll be able to use the stream as a means to troubleshoot it, because it's pretty much what's going on here is I muted the once again I did some muting. I muted the audio source itself, because it since it seemed like it was doubling up and it was being captured through my XLR interface. So tonight we'll see if it actually stays in sync, and if I tested at least so it was no longer doubled up to where it was doing the echo. So now it's just a matter of seeing if it stays in sync and everything. So I know a lot of little techno babble there. There wasn't even probably even the most basic way I could have said it. But point is, there was some audio stuff going on where it was echoing, and hopefully it's fixed now. So last stream for this, kind of get into the actual explanation of stuff now. Things got pretty interesting in the sense that we thwarted an assassination attempt at the Opera House, and then we went to a mad scientist lab. And definitely think got a little bit creepy, surprisingly, in regards some stuff that our the scientists in question got up to. And so now I think this stream we're gonna be going to something called Clergy Row, which I guess is gonna be sort of this game's maybe the equivalent of I guess the Gray Quarter, I can't remember if it's Flea Bottom or the Gray Quarter. I want to say I think it's Flea Bottom in Game of Thrones, and Gray Quarter I believe is it was in Skyrim. But anyways, the area where it's for the downtrodden and all that. See if I can kind of catch on my lingo here. Make sure I got the right things. Yeah, so Gray Quarter was home to the Dark Elves and everything. I can't remember if it was a downtrodden spot. Yeah, the Snow Core is a forest section of Windhelm for the. Alright, so I guess it's just mainly where the Dark Elves are. So I guess I suppose I played Skyrim, so I guess it would kind of be more like Flea Bottoms. I believe Flea Bottom was the area for the poor and the downtrodden, and I don't know if that's actually what they're trying to say that the shrews are in this game, but it seemed that was kind of what they're trying to emphasize. That I may be wrong, but it seemed like they were trying to put this whole message there that Clergy Row might actually be more a spot more for it's kind of I guess this game's version of the the slums or whatever. But we'll see obviously when we get started. Because I'm the reason I'm doing the stream tonight, of course, also because even though it's a multiplayer night, me and Rocket Nachos just did an episode for first time in several months for Backroom Company. And as I explained in my YouTube community post, I wanted to go and do a round of this because I was supposed to stream it last night, but didn't get around to it because a lot of other stuff that came up. So I want to make up for it here, because next time I'm playing this will probably be either Tuesday or Thursday. And I want to make sure I do try to stay consistent with playing this game. And of course Monday I'm going to be starting on Cyberpunk 2077, so that's going to take up a lot of my time as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into more of this because I love this game so far. There's just so much to do. I love how they do the collectibles, where it seems if you do miss one in a level, you can buy it for a price at from one of the vendors. So I think that's a pretty nice thing as far as for completionists, if that's how it works. Just kind of seems it's been this whole thing where stuff I didn't get before, some of the comic books I missed. I was able to get caught, I was actually able to buy them and get caught up on them. So it seems this game is really good for completionists and everything. And also I'm just loving the story, the art style, and also last stream we did get a gun that's definitely pretty much a blatant, obviously very much on the nose reference to the dip from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. which I thought was pretty cool. But even though it did give me like, you know, some you know, some very unpleasant memories regarding that shoe from Hoovering Roger Rabbit. And let's be real, anyone who thinks about the shoe probably, you know, if you got soul, you probably got traumatized by it. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get this whole show on the road, guys. I don't know how long I'll be live now. I'm gonna try at least give you guys like another 2 hours of this tonight, because there's gonna be another stream tomorrow. It's gonna be for Grounded 2, for like the heat update for that. I'll be jumping into that with Amber Rule 17. And also, I want to make sure I'm rested for it, because admittedly, I didn't really get like a lot of sleep last night. Because again, as I said in the previous stream, you guys might notice that I did some redecorating my room, added like shelves and everything over there. So that took up a lot of time and everything. That's one reason why I was so late going live tonight. Otherwise, the multiplayer session would have been sooner, and Mickey D43 will be able to join us for it, and we probably would have been playing Borderlands or something. So definitely make sure I get some proper sleep tonight, so I can be ready to go for everything tomorrow and not be too late on streams. But yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get this open and ad break out of the way, that we're going to jump into this. So give me about 3 minutes, Rogues, and I'll be right back. Back. And like I said, let's hope that I do have like the audio issues like sorted out. I truly do hope that I actually do have it fixed. There's something in my eye. And I did get like some upgrades last year. It's gonna be like fun to kind of like go and test those out as well. Might need a refresh course on which ones I got. I don't know if some allergy weapons like something in my eye. Yeah, my eye like ends up watering up or anything, Rogues, during the stream. I apologize. And me and Spring like do not really like, you know, dance well together. Okay, I forgot about the little toys and everything. So that's the thing. It might still need like, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to like find. That's another thing. As far as the toys are concerned, I definitely will have to like keep an eye out for them, 'cause I don't know if I can buy those back. But at the same time, I mean, if it is that we can revisit levels, but I don't know if we can or not. Alright, let's see. I don't know if I can. I got my first upgrade for that. Okay. I guess all we got to do now is like head over to Clergy Row and everything, so. I don't know if I can actually revisit stages, because it would be cool if there's like a new game plus thing, like something like either maybe new game plus at least. This game does have like, you know, seem like it could have like some replayability to it.
Stretch legs and peek into the row. Clergy Row.
Yeah, it definitely kind of seems a little downtrodden. So, build our steel, fueled by our oil. What oil isn't ours?
Please, I didn't do nothing.
What's going on with you, buddy?
Please, don't hurt me, officer. 'Twas just a little cheese stick on the sidewalk. I ain't done nothing wrong.
Easy, pal. I'm not a cop. What's got you so jumpy?
Oh,
Yes, it
them
does.
cops.
Yeah, serve, protect, all that.
No, they're rounding us up. Wham! Paddy wagon rolls in and then gone.
Gone how?
Gone. My buddy got nabbed for just being a shrew. Oh, okay, we've put up with that for years, but, word is, he didn't end up in a slammer. Just vanished.
Damn.
Huh, damn indeed. Well, you watch your back. I'm getting out
I'm
of
trying to
here.
get
To the wetlands or anywhere, really. Anywhere but here. You, hands up! I'm firing a warning shot now!
That was my warning shot.
Look like a cop, talk like a cop, but, wasn't really a cop. What the hell is going on here?
Okay, so that's how you do your alt shot. All right. I mean, I was the police, but pretty sure I did my job better than you when I was like, you know, when I had a badge, buddy. Okay. See here. Kind of the nose.
Anyone home? No?
Our blueprints are always good. Should we just call them gray print, since, you know, we don't exactly have, you know, color in this? I guess then, like, they make moonshine here or something? Alright, let's get cracking. That was surprisingly easy. I was hoping there might have been like some cards that I can get for my deck. See, I keep on accidentally.
Hey!
police blockade. They sure
Okay.
went big on this one. These cops carry badges. But
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna allow that.
they work more like mobsters.
Okay. Here, catch. I get perforated. I was hoping I could, like, you know, threw like something over that wall, like, and blew them up, but saved that guy, but apparently not. That would have been like an achievement or something, or a trophy. There's a card. Jedediah Wetters. Okay, what a name. Wetters, a shrew, was surprisingly for NBL history, neither a shrew thicket survivor nor a shady transfer with blue cheese in the background. Born and raised in New Rotterdam, he finished high school, got picked up by league officials, and played 12 solid seasons before retiring to spend the rest of his days with his wife and numerous children in the New Rotterdam suburbs. Prime example that anomalies can happen anywhere. I don't know what it is about, like, you know, like the textile of this that makes it a little bit tricky to read at times. This car's back around. Okay.
What the actual cheese stick? Is the whole district this nuts?
Busted. Crowd down those shoes as ugly and crooked as the cops running it.
I need answers fast. And I need to get to Cornelius pronto.
Wish I could help them poor
He's
guys.
gotta hear about this madness.
It's so like he's not putting some kind of bill on it. You guys are jerks. I just can't, like, get in through that. I just broke some poor guy's window. Who I've already saved. Like I say, sometimes, like, even like though I just saved, like, I'll just forget if I have or not, because I save so often usually. There you go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, seriously, cop. I mean, normally, and I got decked by a train right then, of course. That's just my luck. I'm mouthing off and I get run over. I was about to say is, like, you know, I mean, yeah, Copper, isn't like normally you're the one supposed to tell us to freeze? But my joke kind of got screwed up right there because I got hit by a train. There's some holes in this mouse. Yeah, I went there. Okay, hold on a second. I'll just sit tight right there for a second. Wait for it. Come on. Oh, yeah, take your time when it comes to them, huh? Alright, see how she'll hold it to this. Surprisingly well, I guess. Not too well, looks like. Too inkwell. Okay, yeah, I like that triple fire on it. And now he says freeze. It's like, oh, they're still mounting off. I don't even see him. Okay, down this way. Work now, die later. I wonder if there's gonna be a trophy for throwing like something inside the basket. Probably so. I can handle this. Oi. Okay. Easy peasy. I forgot. I didn't notice those two down there. Okay. Yeah, I want to be able to... Wait, it's jammed? Wait, you mean I can't use it now? Yeah, I'm sorry, Rogues. I want to get in there. That was on me for not seeing the other thing, so I just have to, like, probably fight through a little bit of stuff again. Yeah, I mean... It kind of caught me off guard, because, I mean, it's just for some reason sometimes I won't notice the other, things there. I'll get it, though. I just have to be very quick about it. Because if they're going to jam that thing... There's definitely got to be something good in it. If they're going to make it where it's only, you only get one shot to do it. So I'm going to be very quick with it. Very precise. Okay. Okay. And that wasn't precise at all. So yeah, one mistake and you're done on that. This is going to probably suck a little bit. But I'll get it though. I'm just going to probably take a few reloads. Determined to see what's in that door. Part of me's concerned just going, like, collecting all this stuff and going back up there and saving. That way I don't have to worry about, like, you know, going and collecting it again. So I can just, like, go right for the door. There's two different ways we can go here. And then we can run back upstairs, run back up, save real quick, since I don't have to, that won't have to worry about curving right over there. I just go right for the door and... I thought there was like a save room. Well, I guess not. Okay. As it stands, looks like that's the way they want me to go right here. Found a secret, at least. The end of the crime families. One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues features a loud 6-page expose by none other than Wanda Fuller. So, example, I'm not even doing the accent. One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues features a loud 6-page expose by none other than Wanda Fuller. Stellar example of investigative journalism. This article de facto brings down one of the Mouseburg mob families. The world probably won't ever be quite the same, right? I kind of want to go through this one door and see if, like, I can get, like, a save out of it, but I'm also worried that it might, like, type right in there and just please don't close back on me. Okay. This way I can just go right back down to the door. It's actually better, because now I'm, like, right across from it, so... Alright. Hang on. That's not it. Yeah, and things, you get such a small amount of time on that. Yeah, there's like so little margin for error, so there's gotta be something good in there. I hope, at least. Hope I finally get another action figure out of this. But at least, like, this is more convenient, because I got everything collected, and so I can just go down here and go right for the door. Alright. See, this isn't the way to do it, because... Yeah. I think I know how I can get it to work. I think I haven't encountered, like, a door I couldn't, like, you know, I couldn't repeat. there's like a very specific path I gotta take with this. And I'm gonna get it though. It just might take me a few attempts. A few more attempts. All right, let's see here. All right. See, I'm making the same mistake I made before. At least I know how to do it now. I almost had it. Okay. If I just do it like, remember like exactly which way I did it right there, because it was like, it was doing it so quickly. But I almost had it. Thing is, like, everything goes so quickly that, you know, you're trying to do it so quick, like you forget which way you did it. See, here I go. Damn it. Okay, we want to go for this one first. This one. This one. Well, I got it like right there at the last second, so I'll take it. What's up? Simple enough, really. Mix for vodka, have as you like, and cola, light as you please. Drop in some bitter orange, slice or squeeze, give it a stir, and there you are. Oh, don't forget to bring along a pair of weather jeans. Without them, a Clergy Road Zagarta doesn't count. Well, I'm moving.
This is the police.
Well, I can only hope there would be like an action figure in here, because otherwise this feels like... Okay, I don't know how I feel about if this is actually worth the effort. No offense to the devs, but... I went through all that and just got like a little ammo, maybe some money. I was kind of hoping there'd be more to it. But the fact like the door would, you know, jammed, like, you know, when I didn't complete it. Whatever. Secret's a secret, and I still got like, I guess, like a little more lore or something out of it. I was hoping there's gonna be like at least like a card or a figure or something down there. So I've only found like one action figure in this game so far. There's a deli key.
Yeah, that backpack is stuck totally by accident.
Because that's what we need to do.
I should get 3 points.
I was just curious. I wonder if I can throw a stick of dynamite through it. Probably wasting dynamite doing this, so I just want to see if it'll... Shit. Yeah, I just want to see if I would have got a trophy doing that. You know, because there's one thing I can throw, but... Backpack, backpack. And just random spinach? Okay, just random Popeye reference. I love it. And even like the anchor tattoos. Well, I can tell, I guess I'm invincible, like, which makes sense because, you know, pretty much when Popeye, you know, has a spinach wherever, he's got like just infinite toon force. I mean, normally he has like toon force anyway. The dude literally, like, you know, basically, you know, in Popeye universe, like their version of God literally, you know, tried to like end all existence, and God just pretty much, and then Popeye just like pretty much turned the lights back on, like literally just ignored it and pretty much treated like existence just like turned the lights back on.
Honchki and kielbasa. All you could eat.
What we got here? Bringing down Tvorog, whatever. Think cottage cheese, only better, cause it's from Clergy Row. Don't go getting clever with fancy schmancy fresh cheese or the boils come knocking with their grannies. You don't want that. Now for the dough, go plain. Water, an egg, and a spoonful of butter. Set the flour into the pastry board, toss a pinch of salt in a pitcher, mix a cup of hot boiled water with the butter. Oh my god, shut up. Whoever is like, hey, you there. That person's been like mouthed off for like a while now. Make a little crater in your flour mountain. Crack the egg, stir it in, pour in hot water, mix it up, then knead with your hands once it cools down. Pour that dough sincere like your granny's watching. When dough turns soft and elastic, set aside for half an hour. So we're learning how to make bread and everything here. I don't know if someone's like glitched or what, because there's been someone like mounting off for a while. I'm talking about don't move. This is the police. Blah blah blah. Unless it's them down there. I guess that's kind of starting to get annoying. Okay, ain't seen no more cards. There's like so few cards in this game, you think like a scalper came through. So you can't hit the... I wish I could help those people down there. Get dipped. And I could, like, jump over there and help them, right? Let's see. Cover to cover. Like 10 issues. One of the older Limburger Herald issues. This one covers a troubling wave of worker strikes spreading across the country. Some blame on grueling conditions in the munitions factories, along with the effects of the quite big affair as a whole. Others suspect it's all just a ploy concocted by certain nefarious parties. Limburger is not free from the bad ink, as the editor concludes in the article's punchline. Okay, and we gotta like shoot some targets here. Okay, I can do that. Use remote switch. Shoot it down to trigger it. All right. Typical. Typical tunes. The blueprint. Okay.
Let's see if I can get to the station without ending up in a ditch.
Okay, I got something for you boys. You guys did kind of start it, so don't blame me. And I really took you. I can't know how y'all been like treating all like our fellow citizens here either. And you stop being so shrewd with the shrews. What kind of secret? Secret? Right. Alright, kaboom. I like I just got my ammo back. Okay. Simon understood. Easy peasy. I guess I'm gonna be going down that way in a bit or something. It was kind of specific to have like all.
The easy way, the quiet way, or the stinky way.
So, I'd go to the front door, go around the back. I'm just like trying to see like which way will give me like more stuff.
I feel like a super spy.
Probably shouldn't do that with me playing. I'm really the best with stealth. Okay.
Hey, you! In the trench coat! Get me out of here! I'm with the good cops!
Oh, I can tell the other ones are bad, all right.
My guess is a certain order we gotta do this in. Hold up. So oh my god, we're doing math here. Four, 6. Ah, so close. $28. $6. He's cake now.
All that elementary math finally paid off.
Oh, this will be simple. Let's see what happens. So which way do we go? Yeah, I was trying to tank it. All right, so yeah, that this is the all right, yes, so that was a secret. Blueprints are always nice. Gotta be a way to get in there to that. You know, you really should like stop insulting the guy that could end up helping you get out. Not very polite. So that we're gonna need. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the prison key, like it's part of a story thing. I can't save. What the hell?
Well, times change. Used to be a police station, now it's a police corporate office. That's odd. He's got the look of a cop, but not the precinct stink.
Yeah, there's obviously something shady going on here. You ain't gotta say that twice. Good cops try to surround them, work in pairs, back into a wall, don't leave your work unfinished, don't question their guilt, bring them to justice. Well, that's... sounds a little brutal. Okay, looks like that's probably, yeah, that's what we got to crack right here. So let's get cracking. I'll just back it up a little bit and done. Clue. Map of Mouseburg sewer system. From a few manholes and tunnels are circled in red. A route. Okay.
Crooked cops were hauling shrews into the sewers. Why? No one could know. Well, the shrews and the cops.
James gun. I like it. Oh, so it's a gun named after me? I know this is a good old Chicago typewriter. I can break the window, but not the balloons. I figured there was we're gonna get like one of these in this. You can't really have like a detective, you know, game without like the. It's weird. They're not letting me save for some reason. That's the same typewriter as before. I couldn't save at it. I got blocked off too up there. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess it ain't the same typewriter, but it's acting the same. I'm hoping the game ain't glitched up on me somehow. Secret at least. Well, ain't really much of a secret. Well, maybe it is. Well, it's Mouseburg. You can't take a stroll without catching a swing. But me, I'm no swing guy. I stick to jazz. I'm just trying to figure out where to go here, because I mean, I went that one, unless I gotta use some dynamite to blow it up. I doubt that's the case, because there would have been a possibility of me not getting there without any dynamite. Okay, or I can just like take the exit right here. That could have worked too. Trying to find that key.
Here's... ah, hell. Time to move.
Well, now I know what I gotta do with this. It's just weird that was a whole I kind of want to go back down there and see if I can figure that one spot out. I'm not quite done with this yet. I also want to... Yeah, see, they won't let me... I'm not able to save. I want to take one more gander at this and see if I can find, like, see if I can find this prison key. I think I might know what I gotta do here.
Now you see me.
Good thing I came back. Dude, I just... That's... I tried to help you, dumbass. That's on you. It says, like, opens from the other side on that one. Granted, I get for, like, letting them out, I guess. Alright, what about you?
And done. You're free.
Thanks, man. This place is a real madhouse. The officer upstairs? Dirtier than the trash heap behind the precinct.
Good to know. So, I did just bust you out, right? You gonna make a run for it? Or, here's an idea. Help me.
Well, you know,
Baseball card. Alright. Got me a bit. Alright, so it's a starter deck for that one. Alright, Timmy Radicom. Ew. Ratty was a rather small stature, at least for a rat. But that's not from achieving greatness. He quickly became... We're not going to say quickly and all that with his last name. Became one of the finest batters in salty cheese city history and the greatest cheesehead of his generation. Once barely an hour after hitting a game-winning home run, he was caught by federal agents just outside his hometown, struggling to explain that the entire convoy of herbal cheese sticks he was driving was for personal use. Okay, I'm just gonna stop reading right there. There was so many innuendos just based off his last name. Just curious about like that one that said open from the other side. Needs to be a way to get in there. Unless I would have got in there, like, you know, I think I get it. Chances are I probably would have actually, you know, came in like that way, you know, using going the loud path. See, now I can save. Kind of want to go in like, you know, the other... Kind of want to go in like this way, because this way I can't... Oh, I can't go back in there now. So I got everything covered before I leave. I think this is where I came in from. I want to make sure I'm not. Make sure I'm because there was this other way I could go. Okay, we're gonna head up to. I'm hoping I didn't glitch the game somehow because oh boy. I certainly hope I didn't glitch this, because I can't go back up through that way. No, this his name is Kiro, because that's a completely different dog compared to the last one. Here we go.
Ugh,
Oh, that's a secret.
This case reeks in more ways than one.
Alright, I didn't know it then, but the next lead was about to smack me right in the face. That was the one before the one we picked up. This is concerning, though, because I think I might glitch my game. They're not letting me go back up there. Never mind, I got my way back around. Alright, that works. Okay, that was very convenient, because I think they wouldn't let me go back up that way. That would have been bad. Yeah, and this is an explosive. Can't get in there. I definitely felt that would have been a secret. Do you mind? Well, you gotta have skin for it to burn, buddy. You're totally over-exaggerating. Poor guy. Here's your prize. You rung the bell, so there's your prize. I gotta go up that way. So I can gather. Okay, I've been up there before, so yeah, we're just kind of going. We're backtracking now.
I gotta get back to Corny fast.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Whew, that was a pretty intense mission.
It didn't seem like much at first. Wasn't even sure it was a case, but the job Stilton handed me felt like I stepped right on a buried mine. The mess with the shrews, well, Ruckus don't seem to cut it. Poor bastards. I was in too deep. Way deeper than I signed up for. Stilton. He shoved me into this mess. Now it's his turn to pull me back out.
And I just thought about it. I'm wondering if, like, the whole thing with the shrews here is actually like a play on Jews. Because, you know, they're being, like, you know, discriminated against and everything. So instead of the Jewish ghettos, it was like the shrewish
in more
ghettos.
ways than one. Gotta fill everyone in, not just Stilton.
They're gonna like have to watch what we talk to, probably. Let's see if we missed anything. Okay, no newspapers, no comments. I think we got everything out of there. So I'm kind of like waiting on getting any of this or whatever until like late game. I'm finding like cards out in out in the wild anyway. He don't have anything for me either. He's got something he's got to say.
Sup, Jack? Need a drink?
Make it a double, John. I got a new case, courtesy of an old friend.
Yeah? What is it?
Apparently, shrews are disappearing from their hood, like a cheese grenade. 1 minute there and poof, the next they're gone.
Wouldn't be the first time, Jack. No, sir. Course it's the smaller one's fault. Maybe they just grew too big.
What do you mean?
Well, it's shrew thicket all over again. Didn't I tell you that story before? You're gonna need a refill for this one.
I certainly will not say no.
The drink's on the house, but the story comes with a price, my friend. I'm a working shrew. I'm happy to fill your glass, but my younglings need their supper.
You don't have kids, John.
Well, none the courts can prove. Anyway, shrew thicket. Those were the days. We did it, Jack. Carved out a little slice of shrew heaven here on this very soil. Ran legitimate businesses. Real honest work. Judges, bankers, coppers, businessmen. We had them all. All of our own ink. Nice homes, white picket fences, big families, all that jazz.
So what happened?
There is a scale in this world, Jack. Invisible, but it's there. Measures us all. When you're a little rodent and you get bigger, there is a chance, a slim one, but real.
I get what
you'll
you're saying.
Outgrow yourself. Reach places you never thought you could. And in this world, there's always someone bigger who'll clip your tail just because they can. So they clip and clip.
Yeah, I know that feeling all too well.
And there ain't no shrew thicket anymore. Maybe I'll pour myself one.
Get exactly what he's saying there. I know that one too well, Rogues. All too well. There's always someone out there, like, when you're trying to rise above, they just have to go and try to clip your wings. But sometimes, like, when you have evidence of the clipping and everything, you get to show who the devil is in the details. I guess I got a little bit weirdly philosophical about that, or quotey. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Shrew roundup. Weird cops keep round up shrews, and they're not going to jail. Okay, sewers map. Map of Mouseburg sewer system. A few manholes and tunnels are circled in red. A route. House divided. Someone's rotten in the precinct. The violent cops aren't just cracking down; they're locking up the good members of the force too.
Let's see now. This should.
And finally, police brutality. The crackdown on shrews is as ugly and crooked as the cops running it. Don't exactly have like enough for a solid case there yet, but maybe he can enlighten us.
So, did you find anything of substance?
Not sure you
Illegal
want to hear this,
substance.
Cornelius.
That bad, huh?
Worse. The cops, they were rounding up their shrews. Not an arrest or two, more like a district-wide hunt.
What?
Yeah, but these weren't your run-of-the-mill, trigger-happy, cheese-chewing, law-abiding cops. Something's rotten in the police force. Stinks worse than blue cheese on a hot day.
You're saying these police were dirty?
Crooked as a broken nose. They've even been locking up their own behind bars. Must be some internal squabble to keep the honest cops from squeaking.
And the shrews. They lock them up too?
Not that I could see. These crooked cops must be holding them somewhere else. I did find a sewer map, though, so diving into the muck is next on my list.
Oh, if what you're saying is true, this is most concerning. Oh, those poor little rodents.
As long as you're not in on this in any way. Okay, so next up is that we gotta go on down here and do some upgrading. Got some.
So, what are you gonna do next?
Tough call, but I gotta go scratch the underbelly.
Yeah, I've heard the older it gets, the more rubbing it needs.
What? No, Tammy, I meant the city subway. The rotten underbelly, the big stink?
Oh, gotcha. Well, watch yourself. Back in the day, the subway was an old cheese-leg smuggling route. But word on the street is they're still running the shady enterprise through the tunnels. But hey, if you're gonna go down there...
Here we go.
Yes?
Well, see, they used to have these black market workshops all over the place. Mostly full of junk I don't give a rat's tail about. But back when I, worked in the area, I came across plans for some seriously fancy stuff. Mostly guides to fixing rides and tuning engines, that kind of thing. Jack, I'd be really, really grateful if you find...
Say no more, kiddo. I'll keep an eye out for the plans.
Thanks, Jack. You're the bestest.
Yeah, speaking of, I got 4 here. Alright, Riley fires a ton of bullets. I kind of like I still like the fact that my name's James and they're calling this a James gun. So instead of a Tommy gun, it's a James gun. Still, I prefer calling it the Chicago typewriter. That's what I call it, like, the Tommy gun in Resident Evil 4. I think it actually was called the Chicago typewriter in that, but I just referred to it like that, full on. Okay, we're gonna throw like the initial upgrade unlocked. And I got... That's gonna be 5 for that. I think I'm gonna upgrade the varnisher. Well, I don't know. This is kind of like, tends to be my fallback at times, so... I mean, I could... Well, actually, I can afford... Never mind. I don't have any more. What was so dangerous about that in there? Okay, and now we've done that. Alright, blueprints, such interesting blueprints. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and head on to the next spot, but as soon as I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and do this next ad break.
The underbelly was crawling with lice. Or maybe mice. Either way, it stank worse than a campaign promise. Oh,
Here, oops.
the grime from up top washed down here. And if I wanted to find the missing shrews, I had to push through.
Alright, so we'll get around to that as soon as I come back from this ad break. I already see some enemies down there, and they're gonna probably meet the business end of my Varnisher. Anyways, give me about 3 minutes, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and at least it seems like, you know, like, also, like, the, desync hasn't happened. Like, I was worried it might with me, like, trying to fix the audio, and like I said, hopefully it won't be, like, you know, echoey and or desynced. I know full on after the stream. Anyways. I swear, what? I thought it sounded like he said something else right there, but. I think it's too little, too late to get it off. All right, so. Okay, let's see. So, surprised no one came out from that side. Wish I got everything here. Okay, looks like I can send back there. I don't know if I can get into it. Is there a fake wall anywhere, or wall gonna destroy? That's kind of odd. Boarded up and can't get in there. Can't tell me I can't, you know, realistically can like squeeze through those bars. Probably gonna be a way we might like circle back around to it. I ain't gonna worry about it right now. Catch, boys.
More cheese luggers here than a midnight raid on a dairy truck. Something smells off.
One thing kind of frustrates me is they put like a barrel right there with all implications, you know, for you to kick it and everything, or expectation for it, and then when you try to take a booth key. Yeah, that might explain things up here. The reason that door didn't open. No? Or maybe I gotta move forward until I... Or... Maybe I gotta go further in and be able to use it. And there is like a letter right here, so... Forward the mayor and the Mouseburg Transit Command. Due to uncontrolled increase in illicit substance trade along this steep side line stations, the steep side line is closed no further notice. All access to or use of its facilities is hereby prohibited by law. Failure to comply will result in prosecution and imprisonment. Official stamp, the city office, date 1920, 14 years ago. It's kind of weird, like, that one's like lit up. Okay, that explains it. I can't get on this, though. Would have been the perfect place to highlight some secrets. Okay, and that's explained. I like how this. That's one thing I noticed right there with the clock. Well, for a minute it was syncing up to the music. There we go. On the bet, no. I really don't want to look in here. Okay. If there would have been a baseball card in there, I don't know if I would have wanted to use it. But blueprints are always nice. Okay. want to make sure there's nothing else in here. I was getting, even if I, there are some things I missed, I should be able to buy it back later.
Ticket seller, I'm going on a perilous journey, so I need your strongest tickets. You...
One of the Limburger Herald newspapers, titled Boy Eats Bad Book, chronicles that an 11-year-old Floyd's upset stomach was caused by the little rat's appetite for esoteric literature, literally. By the time this diagnosis was made, Floyd had chowed down an entire volume of Plato's T-Mouse Seals, except for the covers and 2 pages on layering realities. His father, when asked, admitted, sure, he ate dirt sometimes, but philosophy? Jeez, Louis. Jeez Louise.
Can't handle my tickets. They're too strong for you.
Alright. Should be about everything. I'm going to continue. Freeze.
Just right for a shrew.
Just a hat, but a shrew-sized hat nonetheless. Can't be more solid proof of shrew trafficking through the sewers. The question is, where?
These cheese-leggers in on the shrew racket? Time to find someone higher up.
First things first.
Until they squeak.
Okay, now we can't go any further, so through here. I'm not really paying attention to that. See, like it was blocked off. Come a little closer. Still got him at least. It's weird, like when you draw this stuff, it kind of has like a pretty weird hitbox where you hit them even though they're not directly under it. I mean, you asked for it. Yeah, I mean, this one like functions similar to a grenade launcher, pretty much. This is where I'm supposed to be going. Let me look around just a little bit more, because... yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm pretty sure I should be able to go up here. Called it. Burns of Blue Betty. One of the Limburger Herald newspapers. Paper spins a fantastic tale of Betty Lynch's extraordinary life, though it's unclear if any of it's true. As a prelude to a big break in the upcoming vaudeville show, the author wonders if her string of misfortunes sharpened her acting skills, or if maybe her talent brought the hardships on in the first place. See, there's another thing over here. I don't know if we can actually get to that the same way. There's a locked door up there. I mean, maybe we gotta, like, just get around to that manually. Yeah, it looks like it, because there's, like, stairs right there. Okay, that's what we're doing. Well? I got a bunch of... like, spawning right there, immediately got hit. In record time, piece of cake. They gave me, like, way too much time for that one.
No sign of the shrews. Either.
Alright, Daniel.
They vanished
Hey,
into thin air. Well, I've been chasing my own tail again.
All right, let me look at that one. Daniel the rat. Yeah, Daniel Cruz, the rat to train. A rabbi birthed by shrewd by mindset, was a low-key batter in the small Mouseburg League until he hit 3 grand slams in a row. He was then personally picked by Ramon Guter, legendary coach of the Mouseburg Lightnings. The rat to train went on to a stellar career in the big league and even in retirement. Remains one of the finest players the field has ever seen. At least one didn't end up in prison. So if he's one of the finest players, hopefully he'll be good for my deck.
Oof, this place is big. And practically big.
Okay, I gotta watch it because they explode when they hit the ground. Oh, not a dog. I'm gonna hate fighting them. Yeah, now I gotta take out chances. I guess I can destroy it. Well, that didn't help. Okay, definitely gonna do some exploring around here. I definitely feel like there could be like some secrets here. Maybe. Keep forgetting I got a double jump. Gotta be able. Hope I didn't botch anything by, like, you know, lowering that thing. That isn't gonna go well. So you can swim in this game. So hard to see up under here, though. Yeah, look at this. Unless that didn't help matters any. There's definitely something over there, so I gotta figure out how to get to it. I can't make the jump from there. Oh, never mind. So, yeah, because before he didn't want to pull himself up. Just like a little more money, but. Okay. He was over here. Then we'll go and head forward. Is this where I was? Yeah, it totally is. It's just like, okay, I guess let's lean back down. Yeah, Okay, let's look up underwater one more time. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Problem is, it's like just a little tricky to see up under here. It'd be a perfect place to put a baseball card. Also, I'm just seeing like more money down here as well, so... Well, no, it's not money. That is. I mean, at the very least, if there's anything I miss, I can always buy it later. I ain't concerned about if there's any figures I missed. So far, I've only gotten one figure. I don't know how many of them there are in the game. Let's keep going. Okay. Need a chance to look around. You're done. Cute. Dumbass. Oh. Should be another secret in here. It looks like it. That was pretty out of the way.
Charming spot. Just the right amount of abandoned and possibly haunted.
Somewhere it's haunted or wherever usually means that a good place to get some peace and quiet if people think it's haunted. Unless there's ghosts there. So yeah, we want to go through here. Hold on. It's got to be more to it than this, because... Oh, here it is. Okay, you can't tell me that all that was in there was just like a little bit of money. Oh. Too easy. Still something that might be a little more than that in there, but can't be helped. This place suddenly got like lit up all of a sudden. That's the point. Where'd they come from? Like there was nothing here or whatever until like I coming back out. You figure like I don't know, it's like something about like back here would be a good place to hide something. Okay, pretty much done in here. You come here often? Yeah, let's finish exploring around here. Sure, I'm not really missing much of anything. I was like, some of this stuff is like starting to look the same. Maybe it's just like I'm a little tired. Okay, yeah, so that's... As that was like the door blocking all that off. Okay. I think we should be able to go ahead and move on. I'm trying to just be thorough with like looking around for secrets and everything. Hold up. Okay. Now we can move on. It was this way, right? I think. That was quick. Oh, that's just creepy. Or that way, but I like how they're kind of doing this whole thing. Like, just makes me wonder if it's like gators or something. It's kind of strange because, like, you know, there was nothing like that anywhere else, and then those eyes pop up. Still wish I could find those blueprints I'm supposed to be looking for. Alright, one of the Limburger Herald newspapers. This issue's headline article seems hastily redacted, barely making sense. It recounts the tale of an unnamed mouse who allegedly declared that fit fromage, despite these newest health product, would make him immortal. He downed a dose of styrene to test his theory. Or however you say that. Strychnine, or whatever it is. Word has that the coroner's face palm can still be heard echoing through the alleys of Mouseburg to this day. My guess is this door is the way I'm supposed to be going. Alright, let me crack this real quick. Everything here seems like very hazardous. Okay, lights are on at least. Before we go take that path, let me go up here and look around one more time. Okay, yeah. What? I don't know what you said, but I resent it. What's the deal with these platforms down here? I probably should... I have a feeling if I step in this, it's gonna... No, it ain't killing me or anything. Just looking around in here where to see if there's any secrets. It would be a good place for them to put like some secrets where, but they didn't capitalize on it. All right. Guess anyone else will try to get close too quickly. You don't want to know. Really, you don't want to. I guess he does. And I'm betting he wishes he didn't, though. Let's go look down here. Still have not found, like, you know, those blueprints you want me to get for her. Also, I hate, like, exploring the underwater spots here, because it actually kind of hurts my eyes. I'm out. Where am I? Oh, yeah, the eggs look appetizing. I don't know about the fish, though. That's the point. Jeez, I hate like all the underwater sections here. Okay, that. Like how they just keep on announcing they're right behind me and stuff like that. I know, like, we got, like, you know, a previous side quest thing where we got that on the way out of, like, the first area, so.
Don't shoot, mister.
Wasn't planning on it.
I ain't one of these no-good two-bit cheese-leggers. I just asked for tickets, and they gave me a knuckle sandwich instead.
Relax. I'm a PI. I don't rough up people for no good reason. Cheeseleggers, though? Plenty of reasons there.
Yeah, like walking around with no
That's
tickets,
not the worst of it.
and in those filthy, briny overalls.
Sure. Wait. Briny?
Like they took a swim in pickle juice or salt water. Must be a part of that shady business they're running.
I see. Say, where'd your dance partners run off to?
Hard to tell. Been too busy seeing stars since they left. But if I had to guess, I'd say they're running their racket further down the canals. Lot of movement for a section that's supposed to be shut down. Oh, and watch out for their foreman. He's got a nasty snap.
Duly noted. Thanks.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have a ticket on you, would you?
Don't push your luck, bub.
Yeah, I'm here on business. Yeah, but once I finish this mission up where I'll be called on the stream, Rogues. Going somewhere? They got me. But I'm about to get them right back. Yeah, I got a little hairy there. I'll get them though. But you guys had fun with that, didn't you? Sit down. Said I wasn't getting back. Party's over, gentlemen. Let's give this place a little looky look. There should be a way to get in there. Looks like there was a crawl space. Right there. I'm gonna get it through here somehow. There's a spot up there, it looks like. Okay. And I'll have to do this way. Should hopefully be a way to get in that one spot. I'm pretty sure that's a secret I saw. Just got. I think it could be. Might be able to get in there from underwater. I don't know. Water don't look too deep. It's also electric. And this might be the way to get down in. No, that's where I just came from. You know, there's a secret over there. I just gotta figure out how to get to it. This is here. I don't know if like that one spot. I don't know, I might actually want to have like another stage just in case I can't come back to it.
So, you're the basket mouse.
So they do have a
So
crocodile.
the rumors are true. A giant gator in the sewers with a Gatling gun.
You better believe it, bub.
Maybe it's a Vulcan Raven reference. Let's go then, Gatorans. He's talking with like a Orleans accent. Oh shit! I knew it. Damn, they messed me up. Just gonna kick that one. Well, I got some hot feelings for you. Not that way, of course, but. He was fun. Still just. Wish I could figure out that one spot, because like I said, there was that one area I saw where it looked like it might have been a secret. Oh. Okay, that's pretty cool. I still keep on hoping I can find, like, you know, that, secret. And also the blueprints, of course. I still need to find those. Hmm. Definitely being confused by some of this, because like I'll see like things like where it seems like there's a way to get to it, but I can't find it. Check up here first, and I'll double back. That's where they want me to go, and yeah, I'm like keep on like hoping I can get back that one spot. I mean, I did that made that one save, so I have to come back through and do it later. Let's see, it was no, that's killing me. Shoot. I know it's electrified. That's just toxic. Sorry, boys. No fly zone other than me. I definitely need health. Yeah, into the drink you sink. Yeah, shit. Yeah, that was a miscalculated land jump there. Did not really work out that well for me. Like I said, as soon as I finish this mission, I'll be calling on the stream, guys. Cause it's almost 1:30 a.m. Definitely need to get me some sleep. Pick the L, dude. So I'm more concerned about trying to find those blueprints than anything, because like the ones specific to the side mission. Okay, you know what? All right, boys. Where you going? I ain't gonna get nothing. I barely fought my way out of that one. I just wished I could find these blueprints. And let's look around just a little more in here. Thought it was raining outside. Alright, moving forward. Jerk. Can you double jump while doing this? It's curious. Okay, I thought you could double jump while doing that. I keep hoping that I'll find the blueprint she wants. Maybe if I'm lucky, they'll be in there. This also might be the way I'm supposed to go.
What the hell? That's bad. We have deal.
Wait, is he talking to me?
Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to be going, so. Ah, shit. Hold on, maybe I still got time to do it. Yeah? I get it. Okay. Maybe this will be what I need. I can swim in this at least, so. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, just enough moves. Well, not the blueprint I was wanting, but I'll take it. It's one for the side mission. Just got up there. It would have killed me outright if it would just drain my health, but wasn't really too keen on, you know, seeing either or. Checking there in just a minute. Actually, there's another figure. Is it all gonna be like the same figure or something?
They said I found my mini-me, but I was still trying to find my me.
Wait, is that it? Got it.
Schematics, I think. Could be a fancy doodle for all I know. Guess we'll find out if Tammy starts yelling.
Okay, that's what I needed. Alright, so now I'm kind of like, you know, take it a little bit easier moving forward, like knowing I found the main thing I needed for the side quest.
Oh, that's gotta be the big bad foreman. Kinda scrawny for a boss. More like a mini boss.
There we go, so the boss fight coming up. I mean, I'm busy. Okay, probably gonna be about as ready as I'll ever be. Sure, everything's loaded up.
Listen, Coolion, I don't know what made you change your mind.
I know you did not just call me a Kuyan.
Wait, you're not one of them coppers. Of the crooked kind?
I'm one of those guys who brings lost shrews back home. And whatever this operation is, it's a sticky roadblock in my way.
I definitely know what a Kuyan
So
is,
there's
whatever. It's
two
Cajun talk
ways.
for idiot,
You're
pretty
in
much. I
cuffs,
know that one through
or
Amber's
you're
and
on
she's
the ground.
Cajun.
Either way, you're spilling your guts.
Wait! We're just transport. Hard help. Oh, outsource. That's what the boss told me to say, yes. May ain't our job to ask questions. We just deliver. It's them cops pulling the strings. Real rats, I tell ya.
Rats?
Well, not rats like rats. No, the coppers. Crooked boo-doos. They made us do it. Swear on my mama's cottage curds.
With all that brine on you, I'm guessing you're ferrying the shrews up the shore.
Up. Somewhere in Wallop Bay. Ain't got an exact spot. The cops take the cargo over by the sewer outflow.
They're shrews, not cargo.
Oui, my bad, sir.
Wallop Bay's huge. It's like looking for a shrew in a haystack. I need to head back to the office.
Even still, I mean, I'd say, like, you know, I'm sorry, but
Preferably over a glass of spicy hot fondue.
like, my take on it is that the way I see it is that I'm not Cajun. I mean, Gambit's like one of my favorite X-Men. I know, like, even I think his accent is like his whole thing is kind of like a little bit exaggerated. But I'll say straight up, I mean, I think like he definitely he may have just butchered like some Cajun dialect. He didn't even sound Cajun. The thing I've also never actually really hung around a Cajun, but Amber, you know, is one of my close friends, and she herself is Cajun. Like, she grew up in Louisiana. So I have a feeling she might have something to say about that guy. Who y'all trying to corner? But you can definitely see like some New Orleans influence with some of this and everything. Namely with the gator, but I think that's also just kind of like a stereotypical thing they did, because a lot of times, like when you have like a cartoon about like a gator, you know, they have like a crocodile or a gator, you know, they sometimes tend to give it like a Louisiana, like some kind of Louisiana focused accent. Good example, like, you know, Leatherhead from TMNT. I guess it's just kind of like the whole, like, you know, concept of how, like, you know, obviously, like, you know, with Bayou and all that, you know, with you know, gators being like, you know, it being like this, and that gators heavily populate, they tend to usually have them have like an accent. That's kind of like the accent that the gator I fought earlier had, because it definitely kind of like, you know, just seemed like it was like they're kind of like, made me think like Leatherhead from TMNT. You're dead, buddy. You want to charge into someone, huh? But yeah, maybe think like Leatherhead from TMNT. Like, at least like the Fred Wolf stuff. They've had like, you know, different versions of Leatherhead, but usually like Leatherhead, like in a lot of mediums, is like usually seen as like, sometimes like seen as intelligent. Like pretty much, you know, right up there on par with Donnie. I just want every last one of you to know you're gonna have a very bad day. It seems like a lot of it is like some of them have like they're doing like little fox, you know, Foghorn Leghorn style, you know, country drawl to their accent. Oh, that boy, I say boy, but kind of definitely seems like they're trying, like, you know, having like, you know, some French Cajun dialect here, but just kind of just kind of seems like they're just kind of half-assing it. I know, I think like usually Remy, you know, Gambit, I think like his like at times is like, you know, is really laid on thick. But I guess it's kind of like one reason why they always like pair like Gambit with Rogue and everything, because she's got the whole, like, you know, Southern Belle concept, and he's got the whole you know, I guess that's one reason they kind of like mesh well together. I don't know. Man, I'm like a little bit too tired. I'm just like thinking too much into things.
That sewer was clean. Too clean. And clean made me nervous.
How the hell did my truck get down here? Or my car? It seems like every time he has like some kind of very like, you know, weird ass way that he's able to escape. Like I had like the phone like in the mad scientist laboratory. Okay, I definitely want to go and see if there's anything I can buy that I might have missed.
Cheeseleggers and dirty cops. Didn't see that one on the bingo card.
So I did miss a comic strip. Again, like at the very least, you can just pay like a little bit of money and get something you missed. Same as always, it came down to my investigation skills. I tend to dual wield them from time to time. I know I'm on an ad break, but I'm just going on and just finishing this up real quick. People can like go back and watch these parts if they want to.
I got your fancy plans, Tammy.
Plans? Oh, you mean the blueprints? Back on the snout for that. Mwah! Was it a hard grab?
Not really. Those cheeseleggers are squishy like an overripe brie.
Yes, well, anyway, thanks, Jack. Now I can get to work. You're gonna be surprised, dazed, and amazed. And it's gonna come in handy for you, too.
That's all right, kiddo. That smile's all the reward I need.
Okay, so maybe she'll be making me a weapon or something. Gonna have to upgrade both of them. Okay, there we go. So all those are level 2 now. I mean, I'm not really like seeing, because I don't have to like, you know, use money like buy upgrades or whatever, but I'm just kind of like in case I miss something. I could probably like go in and get some of these cards. There's gonna be enough like, you know, just for this one. I can either get like one, or I can get like, you know, maybe take these out of the way. Charlie Pepper. I wonder if that's like, you know, someone related to Jack. I'll go ahead and just like, you know, get these out of the way. This is when I can at least start working on like, you know, getting more, Babe got bad. I'm gonna save the rest of my money. Okay, I want to like read on these guys, cause see that one's like related to. All right. Draws as many things, but mostly was mediocre at everything he ever did. He had a knack for getting into trouble every time he strayed even slightly outside what was expected of him. A mediocre husband to his wife, a mediocre father of 2, a mediocre batter with a mediocre record, a mediocre criminal with a mediocre rap sheet. Even his strange appearance was, well, far from remarkable. He's like the Glass Joe, like Punch Out. Like I guess he's like the Glass Joe of like, Mouse PI for Hire. All right, Charlie Pepper. Pepper was a decent player, but nothing special until the wild season of 1884. That year, he spent his days drunk on melted Jack in a questionable company of some less than reputable shrews. And despite all that, or because of it all, he saw a pitch that absurd 666.2 innings and earned a pat on his very sore back after racking up 60 wins that season. Priestley was quite the batter for the new Rotterdam Swatters, but he always felt the NRSL was too small a pond for his talents. After a stellar season, he did unthinkable. He tried to transfer from the Swarmers to the Santa Rata's Whiptails, moved between two bitter rival cities that the league has never seen before or since. After a storm outrage from both sides, his own teammates and the enemy, Priestley, retired, citing carpal tunnel syndrome as the reason. All right, and Joe Blunt. promising career took a sharp turn into the weird when Blunt drifted into the fringe of the fringe. He spent most of his days under the influence of scientist mice who pushed the boundaries of perception and of some highly questionable synthesized cheese analogs. He racked up a lot of points during his final season in the SML, but then decided to pursue the mediocrity of a music career. In the end, he broke through the door of perception with his head. He was survived by his wife and newborn triplets. Okay, maybe we can get one from the... What's this right here? Okay. Okay.
Jack! Over here, sport!
First things first. I'm going to take care of this real quick. A shoe size hat. Just a hat, but shoe size hat and nonetheless. Can't be more... Alright, yeah, we already read that one. Moving to the seaside. Wallet Bay, most likely, but where exactly?
Makes me wonder.
A lot of cheese leggers. A whole lot of cheese leggers in the old subway lately. Maybe might be tied to the shrew roundups.
Well.
Cheeseburger foreman let some cheese slip, but your nasty cops are leading the shrew trafficking operation. And briny britches. Cheese leggers at briny britches. Funny as it may sound, it could point somewhere near salt water.
Uh-huh.
What the hell?
It was a day like any other. Until her. The woman. That
Intriguing.
woman. She waltzed into my office like she owned the place. Didn't have to say a word. I saw her voice the moment she walked through the door. Wrapped in makeup and a cloud of perfume reserved for the sleaziest Tinsel Brothers party. No, that voice. Not a contralto. The contralto. Thick. Rough. Like Gorgonzola picante slapped on a mozzarella platter.
All the cheese jokes.
Monsieur Jacques?
I'll talk to you in a minute. Like I just left her on bread.
Jack! Over here,
Yeah, I can see you.
How's life treating you, Corny?
Oh,
I'll charge that to the stream.
Speeches, rallies. It's tiring work, but important nonetheless. But I'm more interested in your thoughts on the case. Did you learn anything about those poor missing shrews?
I did for a change. They were taken down into the sewers, ferried away by a bunch of cheese-leggers.
That's horrid. So, did you find them? Returned safely to their homes, I take it?
No,
Truth
unfortunately.
be told, I'm hitting the wall here. Gotta think this through, double-check my findings, maybe poke around other cases until something clicks.
I see. Well, I'm sure you'll bounce back in no time. Let me know if you have a stroke of genius, sport.
If I have a stroke, Cornelius, I'm calling the doctor, not you.
Yes. Yeah, see you around, Jack.
Yeah, something don't seem right. Yeah, I forgot I got to dodge. Alright, where were we?
Bonjour, Monsieur Jacques.
No, that's down the hall.
Bonjour. 'Tis like hello, only en français.
Lady, I am too tired, too hungry, and way too sober for this. Why don't we cut to the chase?
Oh, you're no fun, Mr. Pepper. Tisk. I have a job for you.
I don't need any more headaches right now, so if you don't mind.
Nonsense. You're drowning in debt, picking up small fries and petty cases. What you need is a big one. And this, Mr. Pepper, is the big one.
Well, go on then. What's the deal?
It's about my friend. She's dead. They killed her, Jack.
I
Murdered
realize I
her.
can probably like, turn that up
They?
a little bit.
Well, sounds like you already know who they are, so where do I fit in?
Please, Mr. Pepper, it's a figure of speech. My friend, Betty Lynch. She was an actress. Beautiful, talented, vibrant. A radiant star destined to bask in the limelight. Until some vile hand snuffed out that shining star. Just like that. The curtains closed on her forever, Mr. Pepper.
That's all very theatrical.
Force of habit, I guess. I did a few movies myself back in the day. But that doesn't matter to me anymore. Betty does. She was a close friend. And they, the whole poisonous industry, killed her.
Quite an accusation, lady. Talk on the street is this was an accident.
I told you it was big. The biggest. So please, take the case, Mr. Pepper. Start snooping around the film studios on Tinsel Avenue. You'll find answers there, I'm sure of it. And trust me, I pay good for the right intel.
All right, I'll take the case. But I don't come cheap, Mrs. Or is it Ms.?
Ms. McCarthy. Vivian McCarthy. Thank you, Mr. Pepper. I'll be waiting.
I'm also checking some real quick. Hold on a sec, guys. Yeah, I was like trying to adjust the volume right there. I think it might have been a little bit low. Yeah, I've been like still trying to toy around with the tinker around with the volume for the game and everything. I think I might know why it was a little low or whatever, so hopefully that won't be a problem moving forward. Alright, right there should be about fine. Yeah. Make a quick clip of that. That way I can kind of like, you know, just reference it. Alright, so anyways, rogues. That being said, I'm gonna go and call it here. Go and get the stream wrapped up. I had a lot of fun, you know, continuing this tonight, and again, like next week, I should definitely be back on, like, you know, be on this properly, like, you know, playing it two times properly, because like I said, I was supposed to play this, you know, Friday, since it's, you know, now Sunday and everything, but yeah, next week, or at the very least, since it's after 1 a.m. now, tomorrow will be like the start for my series for Cyberpunk 2077. I did get a chance to pick up the Phantom Liberty DLC a few days ago, so at least I'll be able to go in that for the full experience. Can't wait to, you know, get back on Cyberpunk, because I did play it a few years back and felt like I need to give it another chance, because some of it was just so confusing. I feel like once I go and just kind of start figuring everything out, it'll be all good. So yeah, I'm gonna go back in, like, you know, play that starting tomorrow. Really excited to, you know, get back on my series, get a proper series for it going. Aside from that, like I said, I've been trying to figure out if I'm gonna, like, you know, alternate, like do like Cyberpunk on Monday, then more of this Tuesday, or just do Cyberpunk on Monday and Tuesday, and then do this Thursday and Friday. I'm still trying to figure it out, because I would like to alternate, so that way I can get one out of the way and then do the other. But I also kind of like would have it like they're a little more consistent each week, where I can do one and immediately go and do the next one, so I can kind of get, you know, like be more, you know, equipped at like remembering what I did on the previous stream, because sometimes like my memory is like really weird. So I'll probably just do like Cyberpunk Monday and Tuesday, and then like this Thursday and Friday. I know that like I'll definitely finish this up before I finish the Cyberpunk, because I know there's gonna be a good number of episodes for Cyberpunk, like how long of a game it is. But then of course, like, you know, there'll be like Thursday, like on Wednesday, I'll be trying to, like, you know, start over my series for Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, because I did do one episode for it the other night, but due to events, I ended up having to, like, you know, I had to pretty much, you know, delete the stream, and I'll maybe try to start that over. You know, will be a fully blind playthrough, because I know like what the first 3 bosses were. So I'm gonna try to get back on my series for Order of Ecclesia, and then we'll be doing like another episode for Retro Rewind. So I'm gonna be alternating between that and Power Wash Simulator 2, like every Wednesday. So yeah, that'll be look forward to on Wednesday, and then, like, you know, like I said, Thursday and Friday I'll play more of this, and then there'll be like whatever plans it would be like over for the weekend for multiplayer. Which, as far as that's concerned, still got one more multiplayer stream today, which will be for Grounded 2, as me and Emerald 17 check out the Beat the Heat update. And also we're gonna try to, like, you know, begin that by going on and doing the Garden Mixer event that we never got around to doing before. So anyways, that being said, guys, I'm gonna go and call it here. Would do a raid, but it is like really late, but so hopefully I'll try to be able to do like a raid during the Grounded stream. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go and try to get me some food, have me a little bit of something to eat, and then get some rest. And also, I do apologize. It seemed like my allergies might have been like messing with me during the stream, because my eye was bothering me the entirety of the stream, from the start like to finish. But yeah, like I said, me and spring don't really mix well together. And also, again, it doesn't really help that I'm probably maybe because I'm a little bit tired as well. But But anyways, I'll see you guys, like, you know, don't know what time we'll be live today. I have to check with Amber on it, see exactly when we'll be going live. But hopefully we can get, like, a lot done. We can go ahead and do this mixer event and then go on and check out, like, the new update proper. Because there's definitely a lot we're going to be, like, you know, getting into during this one. But anyways, till next stream, guys. Much love. Thank you to those who came out. Any of you guys just lurked. I deeply appreciate you as always. And I'll see you guys next stream. Thanks for watching.